For the year 2020, I'm making a video review for every new movie I watch, whether in theaters or at home, and on October 28th, I watched The Conjuring. The Conjuring. Welcome to my year in movies. This is talking to myself. Based loosely on a true story, The Conjuring follows absolutely gorgeous husband and wife paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren as they help the Perrin family discover what has possessed their farmhouse. Watching this the night Tropical Storm Zeta tore through North Georgia was a lot of fun because having my printer wake up in the middle of the night was a wee bit spooky, due in part to the movie being a wee bit spooky. The movie is very atmospheric. From the score to the camera that feels like another participant, it builds a sense of dread as we put the pieces together and begin to anticipate everything. And even the things we don't anticipate are handled well. Things like the hand clap game are some of my favorite scenes in any scary movie ever. And that's not to say it doesn't still have its jump scares, and that's probably my biggest gripe with it because the sound mixing for those is not great. I'm sure it's better in a theater, but when you have like your TV and you have to choose between hearing the dialogue and keeping your sense of hearing, it puts a damper on the experience as a whole. The musical stings also could have deafened us, so we had to turn it down and use subtitles. It doesn't ruin the movie, but again, it puts a damper on it. It's a little jarring. The performances in this movie are great. I love Patrick Wilson, and Vera Farmiga does a great job. I have to single out Lily Taylor, though, as Carolyn. There were a lot of grueling moments that I'm sure were really difficult to get into the headspace for, and she did a great job. Like, in my years of acting, which are not that numerous, and I didn't really do a whole lot of paranormal related filming like this. It was all on stage, and when I was in the Crucible, I slept during all of Act 1, so that's my experience right there. For what she did for those scenes, I'm really impressed, and I thought she did a really good job. For a film set in the 1970s, it has a really tight aesthetic, and I happen to dig that 1970s aesthetic. The slightly muted color palette, the non-score soundtrack, all of those choices were fun without being overbearing, and I have to be honest, I really want all of Lorraine's outfits. Those were fantastic. It is a horror film. I recommend to watch with other people, much like It Chapter 2. I'm sure it's scarier when you're by yourself, but there's something inherently fun about watching scary movies with other people, jump scares and all. And I know jump scares are cheap, but I happen to really enjoy them. I think they're fun. They pass and I can move on afterwards. I can go to sleep after being jump scared for 2 hours. As such, that makes The Conjuring one of my more favorite movies I've reviewed for this month, and I see myself watching the sequel and possibly rewatching this one. It was really cool. Yeah, this is a quick little blip of a movie, but there's not a whole lot to say about it. It was scary, it delivered. Patrick Wilson's in it. That's really all you need. This has been my Year in Movies. Thank you for watching.